Arsenal Fan TV America, welcome back. Another episode for you here from the Pacific Northwest, USA. Lots to talk about. Arsenal is full of action this weekend or this week, where, of course, all eyes are, towards the Brighton game. That's what's most important right now, that we get a win. But here's the catchy thing. Arsenal is going to play after Manchester City. What's that mean? What that means, we will know the result before we go into the game. What is that going to do for us? And what is Mikel Arteta saying about that? Is he telling the players not to watch? Hey, listen, we're busy preparing for our game. I guess that's the reply in general, which I'm okay with that. I can buy that. Here's how the result will affect us. Let's just talk about that first. So, to remind you real quick, currently we're sitting 35 games. We're sitting 81 points. They have Manchester City. They played 34 games, 4 left, and they have what? 82 points. They play Everton on Sunday. I mean, hey, Everton just put 5, past Brighton. So they're scoring. So let's say the best case scenario for Arsenal Football Club is for Manchester City to lose that game. Just to say that. Then they stay with 82 points. Now they play 35. And now before the game, Brighton will be 81 points with 35. Now we play first, the 36th game number 36 for Arsenal. Arsenal play first. And we play Brighton right after that. So if we win, we grab the 3 points, then we will be 84 points versus Manchester City, 82 points. If they draw one more game, Arsenal wins the Premier League if they win every game. That's how simple it is. It's not that simple. It's not that simple. It's just not that simple. It's a very, very tough thing to calculate. And it's based on what Manchester City is going to do, not based on what Arsenal is going to do. And of course, you know that it's unlikely for them to lose, against Everton or against anybody, to be honest with you, with the form they have right now. But they're going to play Everton at Goodison Park. So again, everything is possible in football. You saw how Real Madrid typically killed everything and anything Haaland can do. Prevented him from getting service. Rudiger was just on him. You need to play, that third back. Back in the day, we used to call that position where you just watch their number 9. So as a defender, that third back position was very, very important, crucial, because if you stop their number 9 from progressing, which is Haaland, for example, or which is Haaland in this case with City, then you have an opportunity, have a chance. If you don't stop him, it becomes a problem, a huge problem, because he's a problem. He's a great goal scorer. So, we don't know. Everton might do it. But anyways, that's part of what's going on is Mikel Arteta, hey, are you watching the game? Are you talking to the player before? How about if City wins? The other scenario would be City wins. So you'd be how many points now? They have 82. And then you give them another 3. So they have 85. And then if we win, 81. Another 3 would be 84. So they'll still be a point ahead. They can draw. If they draw, they'll be 83 points. Arsenal will be 84 points. So Arsenal would go on top. Again, lots of scenarios. Hopefully it works out for the best for us Gooners. And what I mean by that is for them to lose. That's the best case scenario. Or draws. So come on, you Everton. Goodison Park, we're looking at you tomorrow before the Arsenal. I'm sorry, not tomorrow, Sunday. We're looking at you on Sunday before the Arsenal game with Brighton at the Emirates. That will be. So, moving on from the game and what's happening with the game. let's talk a little bit about transfers and whatnot. So, one of the biggest rumors going around is still the Xhaka situation, and where the 30-year-old Arsenal co-captain is, and where his family's, also is. It's a collective decision. Look, a lot of reports are saying Granit Xhaka's wife is going to determine whether they move or not. Listen, these are all really big headlines, big talks. But the thing is, I think Xhaka, his wife, his family will always do what is best for their family. So if it's best for their family to stay in England and to still play for Arsenal, the guy loves the club. You could see how many goals he scores this season, how important he is. The club loves him. His relationship with Arteta also is good. So I don't see him leaving, and this could be all speculations like last year and him going to Jose Mourinho Roma. So it might be speculation, who knows, but I know for a fact that this is a good family, and this family will get together and do whatever is best for the family. Part of the talk is, where is he going to go? Bayer Leverkusen, Germany. Why Germany? Maybe relative, maybe he wants to live his life there, maybe parents. Granit Xhaka is from Switzerland, but we don't know where, does he have in Germany, or why he wants to move in Germany, why his wife wants to move to Germany. That's a personal decision. It's up to them. We support him. He's given Arsenal 7 years. Lots and lots and lots. I love the guy, respect the guy, love to watch the guy. Look at the last game, for example, the 2 assists. We go there, in front of Newcastle, and he's the one that was just grinding and grinding and grinding. And, these passes across, he's a joy to watch. So, but again, I wish him the best, really, wherever he goes. He's a great player, and I wish his family the best also. So now moving on to who replaces him. So, of course, you got to talk about Declan Rice here from West Ham. Why? Because Mikel Arteta just, loves the guy. That's number one. But number two, he is really maybe the best midfielder in the Premier League that suits Arsenal's sort of, play. So the move won't just enhance Arsenal's midfield, just in case Xhaka leaves. Or, now with Partey and Jorginho, they're both inconsistent. We just need someone that's solid, that starts every single game and is consistent about his performance, and that's Declan Rice. Now, Declan Rice can add to Arsenal, like I said, but also Arsenal can add to Declan Rice. As the Englishman now, he plays for England. He used to play for Ireland, by the way, all the way till he under 21, and then he changed, or he switched to play for England. He's very, very good on the ball. He's very good defensively. He also runs up front, makes runs behind the attackers. He goes to sides, receives the ball well, turns it in, takes good free kicks. So he's an overall very good player. Now, of course, that's leading to how much is he? 120 million pounds we're talking in the neighborhood. I'm not sure this is... it's just a lot. It's a lot. Anytime I see that tag 100 million plus, it's enough for 20 and 30, 40, enough 2 digits. Now we're going to 3 digits almost every transfer to secure such a good player. But hey, listen, if Arsenal has it and Arsenal pay for it, again, it's a lot of money. I hope either or to see someone like him. He's a good footballer, a good guy that joins Arsenal. He'll suit the club will suit him, and again, the club will enhance him and make him a better player, and also, of course, he would be a great addition for the club. Fees, again, 120 million. He's young. You can develop him in 3-4 years. If it's a 5-year contract, he becomes 28, 29 then, and 29, 30. Now he's 24. Now he's 24, so he'll be 29. You can sell him for another significant, or whatever, he can stay with the club. But, these days, financials are at extreme, so I'm not surprised that that's his price tag. Of course, now, which is good for Mikel Arteta, I like that. In the midfield, we need someone, he's talking to somebody, whether Xhaka goes or stays beside the point. But now we move also to talk about really another Arsenal man, but no longer an Arsenal player, which is Guendouzi. Guendouzi, as you know, had a problem with Arteta and then left Marseille on loan, and then all of a sudden, Marseille showed interest and said, well, buy him. 40 games he played with them. The guy scores. He's a good midfielder, but now I think he's out of his, or lost his place, or lost his way maybe in Marseille. So I'm thinking also that he wants to come back to London and to Premier League, which is, he's a great footballer. And that might be West Ham, David Moyes, which just said it on Friday or last time about, he said, I hope that Declan Rice stays with us. We don't know where he's going because, Jude Bellingham was Liverpool and everybody else's, main center, mid priority. But now Jude goes to where? To Real Madrid. Again, another $120, $140 million or 140 million pounds transfer. But he's out of the picture. So now other English clubs within the Premier League are turning towards Declan Rice, not just Arsenal. And that's why David Moyes knows and feels it. So now he goes for a player like Guendouzi. We'll see. Again, this pulls that pulls this. Lots of movement we see upcoming. But again, most important thing for us right now is focusing on this upcoming Brighton game, not worrying about the City result so much, but just knowing it and going and doing the job against Brighton and winning. And hey, listen, if Everton could put 5, past them, we could put more. 55 points. They're sitting, they're not far. They're top 8, so the top 7, Brighton. But let's just do the job against them and not worry about that. Yeah, so, next also towards that game, unfortunately, another, and when I say another is, beside William Saliba's back injury and the loss that had, I think lots of, you can read the news and you'll see lots and lots of articles talking about that was the damage to Arsenal's title. Of course, it's not, in Willie Saliba's hand to get injured. He just, the difference for such a world-class defender made such an impact, unfortunately, in that case, a negative impact. So Saliba doesn't seem like with that back injury he sustained, it doesn't look like he's going to come back anytime soon. Maybe he's out for the season. And with him now will be Zinchenko. KT will replace Zinchenko. So that's a good replacement. But next to him also, if we're going to talk about the defensive lineup that now it's changed dramatically. It's still, we have benwhite, but doesn't have a replacement because Tomiyasu is hurt. We have Gabriel is maybe holding the replacement now. And next to him, that, Kiwior. Jacob Kiwior plays now next to Gabriel. Third game, he's going to probably start. And then next to him will be KT. I like that. The Odegard, Jorginho, Xhaka in the middle partnership, I'm still not 100%, 100% convinced regarding Thomas Partey not starting. Now, is he fatigued? Are we afraid that he gets tired? I don't know. But I also like the Jorginho, Thomas Partey, Xhaka, partnership. However, it depends how Martin Odegaard is going to play, how he's going to start. He's also, of course, a player you don't leave out. So 4 of them play. I'd play all 4 of them. Of course, you're going to have to give up somebody from the front or the back or play 3-5-2. There's another whole story or a whole other story for Mikel Arteta. I think he is preferring Jorginho over Partey for some reason. So I see him starting that way. And then in the front, Gabriel, Martinelli, Saka, and gabrieljesus. I think he will play with those 3. We'll see what happens next and how we're going to line up next. But like I said, that was just an episode that we wanted to come out and talk about a couple of rumors here, a couple of transfers. Where is our plan? What is our plan or where is Arsenal going next with the Premier League? And hopefully, again, positive news with Man City loss and Arsenal's win. And that, everything else won't matter. All right. Thank you so much for watching once again. And we'll see you after the Brighton game. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.